too short for a while. Let's make some noise and chase the moon. Got jokes to crack, got things to share. A little chaos, who needs air? Better together, we'll laugh, we'll climb. Better together, one step at a time. If the world feels heavy, we'll make it light. Better together, wrong feels right. Bring your dreams and a half full cup. We'll mix it all, shake it up. Conversations gold, let's mind the vein. Even our silence could entertain. We'll trade off flaws like battle scars. Stack them high and reach the stars. What's broken can be mended too. Together's better, me and you. Better together, we'll laugh, we'll climb. Better together, one step at a time. If the world feels heavy, we'll make it light. Better together, wrong feels right. Bring your thrill, get better. Who's to say? We'll keep on trying day by day. Life's too short to go alone. Better together, we'll find our tone.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Heidel, for getting some of that stuff up there to like and share or whatever. I don't care. And Bobby, nope, can't say I'm late. I think I hit it like 2 or 3 seconds past, but hey, that's pretty good. Well, today we'll work on the pheasant a little more. I'm going to work on the background a little and try to get the wings looking like they're actually wings, better than what they are. Not going to do too much. Don't have a whole lot to talk about today. But needed to get on because I was forgetting what how to stream. So don't want to forget that. Thank you, Bobby. I assume that's a good holy moly, not a bad holy moly. Yeah. I hope stuff is working, that you can hear me okay. Because, you know, that's happened to me before. I don't want that up there anymore. I forget where I am. But yeah, Bobby, I do that sometimes too. Sometimes it's on purpose that I forget where I am. Best not to know where we're at sometimes. That's good. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to work on. Backgrounds aren't my big thing, but we'll try. I should have like drawn something up here, and maybe I will after this. Some lighter stuff in the background. Some spots that because it's kind of going to be against the Bobby's saying he's been computering. Yeah, into your monstrosity. And then he said, what? I forget there was a 500 gigabyte hard drive in here, but then I also forget where all my files are. Yeah, yeah. I have one computer that I need to go through and get like everything off of it. Yeah, it's way too much stuff in the slows it down now, and I just need an external hard drive to. If there's a brand that you recommend, Bobby, let me know. Because I look at stuff and I see like 1,000 different varieties, and some get good reviews, some don't. Don't want nothing too crazy expensive, but a nice like 2 terabyte or something just to have stuff on. Do some darker colors in here because I need to kind of know where some branches and stuff are going to go as I get. Good thing all this stuff can be covered up if it has to be. I'm going to have to start piping in music in my headphones as I do this kind of stuff so I have something playing in the background. It was kind of nice the last time with T3 having somebody talk a lot and I didn't need to think much. Um, yeah, Bobby. That did not help me one bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For anybody trying to figure out, yeah, that's all you need. Yeah. Well, yes, I know that. I'm just wondering, there's like a million brands of stuff, and what's the best cheap Chinese stuff out there? Even though it isn't as cheap now but it all, maybe there's some cheap Taiwan stuff or Vietnamese stuff. Oh, you just go with what works. And how do you find that out? You use it and then it works or it doesn't work. Yeah, big help. Yeah, right. Yep, just go with what works. Well, that's been my problem most of my life. I haven't went with what just works. Yeah, I need this against some dark stuff just to give me the motion of what's going where. Want it kind of looking like it's going against branches or something. Kind of that look. We'll get there. And if not, it'll just suck. And yeah, yeah, that's the thing. It ain't it. It either works or it doesn't. Yep. and that it seems like it's quite quickly that you find out that. I just don't want to put like 10 years of info on something and photos and videos and then have it like crash within 6 months. And but I guess if that happens, it probably wasn't info I needed that badly, anyways. Thank you, Heidel. Yeah, it does. It's getting a nice. I just getting the basic shape so then I know where to put like the sky coming through the back. Yeah, something like that. That's good enough. Now I can start filling in some of the more like that'll probably be half out of focus, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll see how it goes now. Get my brush cleaned up. Don't want to be adding brown to the sky. Okay, with that, I get these questions a lot. I often answer with, I don't know. I just wing it. Copy it to multiple devices. Yeah, I know. I hate having multiple devices though, but yeah, I'm usually just guessing. Aren't we all? Yours is a more educated guess, I'm guessing, than mine, but that would be me guessing, which is exactly what, yeah, we're doing anyways. So we'll try to get some lighter colors up in this, like blues kind of stuff. Might not look great right away, but it will at some point. Even that nice rich color behind it will come through and be left a little, and it'll make it look like it's like the glowing edge from the sun and stuff. It's kind of a, yeah, whatever, an illusion. Getting the wings to pop out from that are going to be a little tough, but we'll get it. Oh, I don't even know if it's an educated guessing. I think I might just be a wizard person who carried wizard wand. Yeah. Well, then if well, it's better not to be a wizard. It's an enchanters are better because Tim the Enchanter is probably the most famous of the enchanters. Yep, points at rocks and it explodes. Yep, when it works usually. Yes, it does for him. I mean, he at least fakes it pretty good if he doesn't actually know. Like they say, fake it till you make it. And I'll cover up some stuff and uncover stuff. This one I'm going to put more time into than I have many other paintings. But I also don't want to like put too much detail in this. Really trying not to put too much detail into it. I want a lot of the background paint to show through. Yeah, I watched that movie again the other night, laughed my ass off at Tim. Yes, Tim the Enchanter. I warned you. I mean, he got big teeth. Look at the bones. Yeah. One of the classics. On this time in this chat, I don't have too much to talk about for no new ailments. Haven't heard back from some of my test stuff. I figure I'll probably get an update during this. That would be just my luck that they'd call and want to update me on some things, but haven't got that, so can't tell you anything new on any of that stuff. I've been feeling fairly okay lately, so the RA hasn't been acting up too much, which has been marvelous. Oh, you put the white rabbit in Minecraft once? Did it still blow up stuff? Or eat stuff? Kill stuff? Ugh, not great. That reminds me, I gotta send a message to a doctor today. Got that. No more white there. Don't want that. Below this is gonna be not sky. It'll be like grass and stuff sticking up. Hey, kind of looks like a background behind it. It's getting there. Thank you, Heidel. Yes. Yes, she turned me into a newt. What else floats? Thank you, Heidel. I made it aggressive to everything. It hate anything that got close to it. Yeah, that would be funny. It was probably too aggressive because rabbits are just too quick, too small, that it would just go after, yeah, it'd be unstoppable. People think T Rexes and stuff, but geez, you hear them coming through the through the woods. Okay. Now we're going to switch colors. Go to light stuff for the bottom part. Maybe a little more of this. Reminds me to play Worms on stream because it's got the holy hand grenade. It's classic. Hallelujah, right before it explodes. Oh, is it the holy hand grenade of Antioch? That's okay. If I get a little on the pheasant, a lot of that needs to be covered up. Yeah, I'm not being too careful with the colors that are going into this because a lot of this will be covered. Not that I'm going to put a huge amount of detail in this stuff, but it'll probably at least get a wash over it, so it'll be a different color looking. Yeah. That would be neat to see the, yeah. Hopefully we'll see what the evening brings. A little blue in there, don't need that. Yeah, you aren't going to mistake me for one of these guys that do like the realistic paintings and stuff, the ultra realistic stuff. That isn't me. But that's not my kind of style. I'm not very realistic in my real life. Why would I be in my painting? Oh man. I'm gonna be in a spaceship tonight, probably. Well, space trucking? Is that like in oh, what's the stupid things? Spaceballs? Weren't they kind of barf and Bobby, interesting, says Idle. Little bug crawled across the canvas. Yes, I got stupid fruit flies down here and there. Sometimes they get stuck in there. That's okay. It's just part of the ambiance. It escaped. Well, it was lucky. Yes, there's a couple of them. Now I got paint on me. Lucky it's fairly non-toxic paint. I don't buy the expensive stuff that has all the really good types of pigment in it. That can be a little on the sketchy side. Stuff there with the tan. Yes, I'm making it look a little sloppy right now. Don't worry. Even if this ends up not being that great at the end, it's just as they say, it's not the finishing of it, it's the process. That's BS. That just means that you screwed up and you don't like what you're finished with. So you're saying it's the process, just trying to BS yourself. Because it is how it finishes. I'll be honest about that. I've had ones where the whole process seemed great. And it got to the very end and it didn't look like the way I wanted it to look. And then I didn't matter how good the process went. But I'm not a perfectionist, which, yeah, new meaning to real life painting, lol. Yes, I am. Hey, just be glad I'm not doing a nude painting. I'd still be painting the same thing. I might be that way. There's people that could take this amount of time and actually make it look like a good background in this time. Where mine just kind of looks like, well, I can call it undercoating the background. But hey, I work with what I got. Add to this base stuff, kind of a grayish down here. Good thing about acrylic paints, I can just paint over it. Yep, exactly, Bobby. All artists do that. Though I don't like to call myself an artist. I think I more, yeah, I just don't like that word. But yes, we're our own worst enemies sometimes on being too critical. And yes, I have to really force myself to stop sometimes. Yeah. Yep. Work with what they have. Yeah. Artist is a free title. Anyone can use it. Yeah. But yeah. I know some really good artists, and it doesn't feel like I'm quite in that, you know. But yes, I'm a little tough on myself with that kind of stuff. To get a little darker in some of this stuff. Should have put a little extender in the acrylic paint. It dries so darn fast. Tough to dry brush it into some spots and get it all where I want it. We're getting there. I'll blend in a little in between there and start doing that. I don't know how long I'll go today. I just needed to make sure I remembered how to click all the buttons in this because I didn't right away. I was going to do the stream a little earlier than what I ended up, but when I was setting it up, it just like eh, decided to use StreamYard instead of OBS just because it really, as long as, but OBS I can do two different camera views and make it look better, but I guess I could add the other one and kind of do it, but not really. It's not the same. It says, I haven't ran a stream on my own in years. I have no idea other than the basics. I should be changing that soon. You should. I'd love to see you do a stream. Play games, show some of your 3D stuff, printed stuff. I think that's cool stuff too. Yep, that would be fun. And if you need somebody to come on there to criticize you, I'll be happy to. We can talk about stupid movies. Yeah, even Heidel would like to see that. Yeah, if you want a stupid movie project to do, go watch. Do you like Airplane? Because there is a movie, Airplane is almost shot for shot off of an old classic movie that it's a remake but done as a parody of this other one, and it is so weird to watch it because even the line I picked the wrong week to quit smoking is in there, but then they keep going on with it. Yes, they don't do the, I think they do say surely you can't be serious, but they don't do the, I am and don't call me Shirley. But a lot of those lines you see where they picked it up from. I can't I can't remember what it's called right now, but it's a fun movie if you to watch once you know what airplane, if you're a fan of that. It's kind of neat to see. There, we're getting there. It'll be highlighted in the middle. I think I'll work on the wings a little. How far? 35 minutes into this. That isn't too bad. One thing I need to do is change the eye. The eye's in the wrong spot. It's been bothering me I haven't done anything on this in 2 weeks and it's bothered me. Looks like it's got a slight, I don't know, dopey look to me. So I don't like that. But this is going to take a couple coats probably to get the color I want and stuff. We'll try. Thank you, Heidel. Let me say the painting is looking good. But we'll move that eye up just a little bit. And then I'll have to go behind it, paint the other stuff red back behind it. So it moves it up. Yeah, should it be? No, maybe. It's like not getting moved much. But it's enough that I can tell. I don't even care that it's not completely round right now. And it'll have to get better in there, but it just needed to be forward a little bit. A little shadow behind the eye. So that red and brown. Yeah, and the eye will probably change a lot, but it's just I needed it to be different than where it was because it was screwing me up on other parts. Oh, now I really screwed it up with that. So now I got to paint more. I have a really fancy palette that I'm using. Yeah, we'll just leave that for now. That paint doesn't want to dry instantly almost when I put it on there. Kind of better. It probably looks better on there than it does in person. But whatever. We're getting there. Bobby says I was hauling a whole bunch of gold last night, and this pirate stupidly chased me into a heavily armed space station. I bet it was funny as hell to watch them. Did the space station people actually shoot better than like the stormtroopers do. Those I don't know how any of them, if they cloned the best stormtrooper or whatever, and none of them could shoot straight. I never understood that. It was like the one thing they got to be able to do, and they weren't able to do it. Yeah. Sometimes that'll. Now I don't like it that it's too far forward. It's like a 16th of an inch difference. Yeah, and they even have special targeting helmets on. Yeah, you'd think something would help. It's like, I don't know. They just didn't have the force with them, so that was the problem. Okay, we'll try to do something with the wings here. And if anybody ever wonders, and looking at this, if I'm worried about like, do I put the right amount of primaries and secondaries in there? It's like, I don't care. I say Monet didn't count the petals on the flowers that he painted. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, cover that so I can do a better job of putting in the colors I want there now. Okay, we'll catch up on Bobby though. To be fair, they blasted on real good. Wow. You ever seen the cops parody Troopers? I No, I haven't. I was a big fan of Reno 911. Empire getting Luke's family. The aunt comes running in to the thermal detonator and sets it off. No, no, I don't think she might have seen that, but I don't think I. No, I haven't watched a lot of those kind of. If it's like a, I'm really bad at watching movies. Other than if they're, I know that sounds stupid enough. I should watch it because that's the kind of movies I watch that are newer. But otherwise, I don't watch movies very often that are newer. Oh, getting there. Wing's starting to look more like a wing up that part. Okay. Little that, little this. We need to make it look a little blotchy underneath the wings, so we'll just go like, it's gonna look stupid. But like they say, there's no wrong way to paint except the way I do, probably. Yeah, this a little lighter. Doesn't need to be that dark. Okay. Now we'll try to define some of these feathers a little bit. I'll take some lighter color because the edges are really light on this. It's like backlit kind of. Rub it a little, it blends in a little bit. Most of my paintings too are not meant to be looked up at real closely. I like making stuff that's a little bit, you know, wouldn't say I'm not an abstract or anything like that. It's just I like it to be not very realistic up close. Which sounds really silly, but I know. And yes, Bobby's laughing at something. It's kind of darker in there. Gotta lighten up a little bit up here. Then we'll go back to some dark color, and that will change how this all looks. I don't think we're going to do too crazy amounts of stuff here today, but I can keep this going into fall probably, this project. Yeah, let me take my glasses off. Oh hell yeah, traffic cone. I love those. Oh, yeah, well, I hope you're not playing games and driving at the same time. Safety first. Play those games without being distracted. Yeah, dark lines come down from the that got a little too dark. But good thing about acrylics, you can paint over them really quickly and smoosh them a little and makes it so much better. Another one of those things. Yeah. I'll go back with some pure white and get the back side of the feather a little more defined. Ooh, I hear that. Bobby says back in my high school days, we'd get all messed up and still traffic cones and street signs. LOL. Yeah, that isn't the best thing to always be doing. I went, I was riding with some guys that had just taken a road a couple days before, and we were going along talking, and all of a sudden we like ramped up over a highway, and there was no stop sign. And they said they were sure a couple days before there had been a stop sign there, and it was like everything in the truck was all over the place. It was like we were lucky nobody was coming. One good thing about being in a really rural state, there's you have good odds of that. But had it been busy right then, we would have been gone. We had no idea that that stop sign was gone. Back to that. Yeah. We can tell the difference where one wing starts and one ends, kind of. Go with a pure white edge on this. It's getting there. I'm not saying this is going to be some like classic, thing, but yeah, Bobby. Well, my bathroom looks much better. Yeah, with the stop sign over the toilet horse. But yeah, I mean, I can see where it's pretty cool. But what are you trying to stop in the bathroom? I mean, it's too late by the time somebody gets there. Or at least it is usually in my case. I'll get the tail feathers a little lightening up the edges. I'm gonna have to go, and I might do that off camera someday. That I might go and try to get because that's going to be some delicate work, and as you can see with me, delicate work isn't my forte in front of an audience. But I might have to clean up some of these edges. But I'm going to give a little black. Yeah, safety is for nerds. Well, um, just saying, Bobby. I think we both kind of qualify for that. A little bit, kind of, you know. this edge just a touch up here. Purple. That up just a touch. I got one little spot there. I don't want that. There we go. More shadow underneath the neck there. That's it. I don't have any green out. I'm not going to mix any. Yeah. Yeah, after safety is for nerds. Well, yeah. Yeah. Don't tell secrets, maybe. Joking. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't think either one of us can claim, yeah. Nerddom is very deep in us, I think. Yeah. Looks better on the screen. That's why I say it looks better far away than it does up close. But hey, it's a bird flying. What do you expect? Nobody sees them. They go by real fast, so you don't get a good look at them. So nobody knows if it's right or wrong. I mean, we don't have high-speed photography or anything. Nobody knows that. We're still proving. Well, that sucked. I was saying we're still proving if a horse, all 4 feet of a horse are off the ground at one time. Other than water all over the place, things are perfect. Hey, Shenny. Glad to see you here. Yeah, saying you love that. I'm glad you like it. It's not turning out too bad. Yeah. Spilling water was not my. Whew. Nobody's cursed. Don't be saying that. I don't believe in curses. But I also don't want people saying that there's stuff like that because that bothers me too. A couple of these. Yep. Thank you, Shenny. Says I love that. Because figures that happens when Shenny shows up. No, that just happens because that just happens often. You might have noticed before. Oh, just a second. That was. She's cursed. Oh, and then we're gonna. Heidel says hi, Shenny. Can put her link in. Then it's. We have to see if she floats. We'll have to weigh her. We'll see if she weighs the same as a duck or a really tiny pebble. What else floats? Yes, Bobby, I am. No, 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 There's Shenny's place. Check her out. Or churches. Churches will always be my favorite thing. Shout. Churches will always be my favorite of the things they shout. I don't remember. Oh, do they shout churches? I know they do. Yeah, and the Shanny says hi. Is 1776. Great to see you, huggers, buggers. Yep, it is. Um, no, my really fancy pellet, you can see, it's just a styrofoam plate, but it works good because it fits inside then a uh, whatever, just a gallon baggie, and I can seal it up, and it's good for days and days. It's kind of getting there. I may do a little tweaking of this, like not in, um, not on film, just because some of the small detail. It's tough for me, as you can see, if I think people are watching me. Ah, crap. That was bad. That's what I got to call the doctor about. Um, no, I got to now. Bobby has. I just imagine a bunch of UFO churches floating across the countryside. Have you ever watched Zardoz with Sean Connery? And it's there's giant talking heads, and I'm not going to repeat what they say on here to Sean Connery and everybody as they spew gut or blood. Yeah. Oh, if you love Sean Connery, um, this will not make you love him anymore. This makes Highlander looks like the peak of his career. You'd watch Zardoz. You do that for me. I really, you know, has Shenny seen Zardoz? Because if you have, you know what I'm. Yeah, yeah. Shenny understood. I mean, the whole red, like, yeah, the red outfit is just too much. Oh, you haven't? Oh, you'll have to look up. Just look up Zardoz, Sean Connery, and it is the. It's like, oh man, I don't know what kind of drugs the people were on. Yeah, I mean, half the stuff the big giant floating heads that are like temples say is good. They say, pew pews are good, are good, and then something else is evil. We won't go into what else is evil, but it's, yeah, yeah. Shenny says, if I have, it's in the wings of memory. I don't think it's not a movie you can forget. It's one of those. It's like a life changing thing. If you're a Sean Connery fan, it's like so out there. It's one of them art movies, and people had to be on some kind of crazed lunatic mission. I don't know what it was. It is awesome though, in a way of if you like bad movies that you have to see it. Yeah. No, but we kind of got a good start on the. Yeah, you do that, Bobby, and yes, just to get the, because you will be repeating some of the lines. I know you will. I'm not going to do it. Yeah. And I know, yeah, and I know, Shenny, you said before that you like Sean Connery and you thought you've seen all his movies. It's like, yeah, it is. Maybe I can find it on one of the free streaming things. And yeah. Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's what he looks like. He's red loin, and it's not even really a. It's more of a hammock. It's not really a loincloth. Yeah, you and Bobby will have to because you will be rolling at some of the stupid stuff, and it's not a comedy. It is not at all a comedy. It's like watching it. You don't even have to be drunk to be watching it to find it funny. It's not like Sling Blade. That's two completely different movies if you're sober or if you're drunk. This is just it, you feel like you're drunk because it's like this can't be happening. I have to be having a fever dream or something. It's yeah. I'll have to look and see if it's on any of the. Yes, it's yep, red banana hammock. Yep, that's what it. That's exactly what you got to think with ammo belts over his shoulders that don't look like it's the same ammo for the guns he's holding. But my favorite scene in Sling Blade is when the guy throws everyone out of the house and slams the crippled guy into the wall. Yes, I love Sling Blade. But the best time I ever watched it was out ice fishing, and it was like, um, we were 8 or 9 miles out on a lake in Minnesota. It was 30 below, and it was cold, but we were, it was just, it was great because it was New Year's Eve, and we had been toasting the new year coming in, and Sling Blade was so awesome. And for the next week, all you could say is, "Have me some of them French fried potatoes." it's, like, it's like, oh man, yeah. It really made you look at Dwight Yoakam in a different light. That was, yeah. Even what's his name from Three's Company, John Ritter, makes you think of him differently too. Well, we're about 10 minutes in, or 10 minutes, 10 minutes after an hour, just about. That's kind of. I think I'll stop there. And I just needed to make sure and get on and get a little done on this and remember how to stream because God, I forgot some stuff. Yeah, I'm glad I gave you a movie suggestion or two, so you can have that. Hope all of you have a great rest of the day. Hope you do get into what you were talking about earlier, Bobby. I hope you think about doing that. I would definitely come bother you or sit on the sideline, something. That would be fun to see you do something. You're creative, even if it isn't the games. But just want you to all know, and I'm trying. It's hard some days to remember, but it's a wonderful world out there. Before I finish this, I better go actually have my ending ready because that's kind of stupid. Yeah, Bobby, as long as you don't get distracted. Yes, I know you're easily distracted. But until next time, remember, it's a wonderful world out there. Take care. Love y'all. Okay?
Goodbye for now, no need to cry. The clock just spins and whispers why. The door will close, but not for good. We'll meet again, I knew we would. Goodbye for now, until next time. sun may set, but it will rise. 1,000 colors in the skies. The echo lingers, soft and true. Every step still leads to you. Goodbye for now, until next time. This ain't the end, just a pause in the line. Hope you had a good time. Oh, I truly did. I enjoy your visit more than I admit. The sun may set, but it will rise. 1,000 colors in the skies. The echo lingers soft and true. Every step still leads to you. Goodbye for now, until next time. This ain't the end, just a pause in the line. Hope you had a good time. Oh, I truly did. I enjoy your visit more than I admit. The clock ticks slow, but you're away. Fast it flies.